Are you ready to experience true manual storm? The new queen of Izzet has arrived, Vivi. Look at her! Vivi is the new premier Izzet commander for CDH. You make mana, you draw cards with curiosity effects, and it's an outlet for an infinite win. Plus, if you put any of these curiosity effects on it, you're gonna be drawing cards every time you cast a non-creature spell. And don't get me started once you have one of these to double up that effect. Oh, and what's that? It makes mana off the power, so I get to play Haze of Rage unironically. Yeah. Vivi is without a doubt going to be one of the cards that makes the highest skill ceiling in any Izzet commander deck. Yes, I know what you're thinking, Krakashima, but hear me out. Krakashima is an engine that you get to tune. Vivi's is complete manual storm and is the outlet itself. And the best part is there's no correct way to build this commander right now. We're in the Wild West. But I think after 10 games this weekend that I've already played, I've found what I think is the best method. You have 3 main objectives when playing Vivi. 1, build Vivi's power. 2, find a curiosity effect to start drawing through your deck. And then 3, find the combo that infinitely casts a spell, Isochron, Hullbreaker Horror, whatever you want to do, and then with that, win through Vivi's triggered ability. But there are very consistent ways to get there that we need to talk about. Let's go over the creatures. Here are all the creatures. We got ones that draw us cards, we got ones that double up and trigger Vivi's effect twice, and then we got ones that find the other creatures. But one of these creatures is a combo piece, Valley Flood Caller. With Retraction Helix, you get to infinitely bounce and replay one of your mana neutral rocks, which triggers Vivi's ability, allowing you to kill the table. Next, let's talk about sorceries. Within these sorceries, I have 4 main things. 1, extra turn spells. A lot of time on turn 3 when you're trying to combo off, start something, you end up running out of steam, but if you had an extra turn, you could do it. So the extra turn spells are this one-off, I just need an extra turn to keep going and churning, and you've already built up so much power on Vivi from casting spells that turn that now you're going into your pseudo turn 4, your extra turn, with a ton of extra power, as in a ton of extra mana. Then we have your regular card draw spells and rituals. Light up the stage being incredible here because the spectacle cost is super easy to get because Vivi is dealing damage to everybody. And then Jeska's Will, guess what? Combo piece. Jeska's Will plus Reiterate, as long as Jeska's Will makes 6 mana, goes infinite with Vivi. Because you cast the Reiterate, and then you buy back the Reiterate, and then you cast it again, and then it keeps making mana, you keep buying it back, infinitely cast spells, infinite spells equals infinite damage with Vivi's triggered ability. Now, the 4th category within here are wheels. Right now, wheels have seen a dip in CDH due to the fact that turn 1 wheels are so much harder to do without Mana Crypt. But with Vivi, it's a form of disruption for the other people and form of card draw for you. So when you get to the end of a storm turn, maybe turn 4, and you're trying to churn, you just can't figure out enough things, now you're gonna have 7 cards in your hand instead of none, and you're gonna be disrupting everyone else's game plan they've been forming in their hands. It's a lot better in practice than you think. Let's look at our instant spells. We have a couple combo pieces in here. So first we have the Retraction Helix that we talked about before. Then we have Dramatic Reversal, which imprints onto Isochron Scepter, which infinitely casts, meaning you win the game through Vivi's triggered ability. Next is Chain of Vapor, which is disguisingly incredible. If you know you were going for your win turn, cast Chain of Vapor, bounce all your rocks, replay your rocks, guess what? Vivi's power just went up by like 5. And you gained mana, both in the mana rocks and on Vivi's power now being higher. Yeah, you'll sack your lands, but you're winning the game, who cares? Next is your artifacts. Running out artifacts is incredible with this deck because every non-creature spell ups her power, which makes you more mana, which you can then smack people with her because it's funny. Not because that's going to win you any game, but it'll be hilarious. And of course, I added Defense Grid because guess what? This deck is very, not a glass cannon, you know, I'd say a wooden one, you know, it's resilient. A lot easier to rebuild wood. I mean, look, they did it at the end of Monsters, Inc. They can rebuild wood. And now we're in the spice, baby, the enchantments, Curiosity and Ophidian Eye. So once you have Curiosity and Ophidian Eye onto Vivi, every time you trigger Vivi, you get to draw a card. That means Mox Opal is make a mana through Vivi, make a mana through Mox Opal, put a +1/+1 counter, and draw a card. This is how storm turns work for me most of the time. I have found one of these abilities, and now I'm churning through my deck while making mana, making resources, and then eventually, near the end of that turn, I cast an extra turn spell, so then I can go for the kill once I get to use all the resources I've just accumulated. So, on the regular, this is what a normal Vivi game looks like. So first, we mulligan to make sure we can get Vivi out. Normally this happens turn 2, that's fine. My favorite way to do it is Simian Spirit Guide. Land, Simian Spirit Guide. So, land, Simian Spirit Guide, and then I cast what? Oh, look at that, a Mox Amber. That Mox Amber makes me a mana through Vivi and makes mana because it's Mox Amber. And then I go for some kind of tutor or value engine or anything that can help me get a curiosity effect or more card draw. In this instance, I have Tandem Lookout, which does the same effect. So on turn 3, I cast the Tandem Lookout, I start casting some of my other spells to generate mana, and then, oh, look at that, we drew into an extra turn spell, baby. That extra turn spell then launches me into my next turn, which, look at that, Gifts Ungiven, go for the win, baby. It gets countered, that's fine. Now it's our next turn, we're going for it, we're jamming, look at all these spells going across the table. This is how you play VV. So if everything I just said made no sense whatsoever, or you want to look at my dogs a little bit more, go to the VV Discord. I have started it, it's very active, and we want your deck list and we want your ideas. Come join us. This has been DefCat from Playing with Power. I'm out.